If you want to review recent events, you should check the corpus. Why not open your ring terminal and take a quick look?
Alright guys, welcome back to BucknGames and you're watching Death Stranding 2 on the beach. So, without any further delay, let's get started. Let's see what orders we have. So it looks like we have a main mission. Deliver all the chiral microbes to the F5 East Distribution Center. Then we have like a sub order to deliver the emu to the animal shelter that we had rescued earlier. And obviously the third one is recover some backup generator lost during delivery. So I guess I will be doing all three of them because they are pretty close by. The recovery is over there, there's the animal shelter, and here's the main mission. So I don't need a route creation. I'm just gonna be picking up all the cargo and I'll do all the missions. So this is the new suit that we had unlocked. To be honest, I'm not gonna be using this one. I'm gonna be sticking with my regular AI camo because they are more useful against those landmines that suddenly attack you. And I'm gonna be sticking with this hat for now. And let's see what glasses we have. This one looks nice. But to be honest, I am gonna be sticking with the regular one that I already have. Alright, so let's head out.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Hang on, I need to do something else. Let's see what else we have. There are a few weapons that are very useless to me right now. Like this star cannon, this shotgun, which is almost used up. So I think I'm gonna be recycling a few of these. And I'll be fabricating some new weapons.
Back up.
Recycling actually helps me to get back some of the materials that I have spent on creating those weapons in the first place, and as a result it's just kind of an efficient way to get back some of the materials that I had used up previously. So that's why I do it. And obviously I'll need a machine gun, and can't forget this suppressed assault rifle and this shotgun. And I think I'm gonna be taking this one. Okay, so we have to recycle a few of other materials in order to get that. That's okay with me. That's a lot of cargo, but what can I do? Anyways, I'll also have to carry this emu with me. But it looks like I cannot carry it, so hang on. I'm gonna be dropping off some of this cargo onto the off-roader so that I can carry that emu. Alright, so we finally are able to carry that emu. That's pretty big, by the way. Okay, so let's load it onto the off-roader and free up some space in our backpack.
Back up.
I'm just quickly checking to see that I do have an efficient backpack, not carrying too much stuff unnecessarily. The extra weapons can stay onto the off-roader. I'll just take it when I need it. Also, I would like to entrust some of those lost cargo to other porters rather than deliver them myself. They're taking up a lot of space on my off-roader, so it's better to get rid of them.
Your service in transporting this cargo is appreciated. The delivery will be assigned to another porter.
While we're here, let's just fabricate a high-capacity blood bag, since I may need it. Alright, so let's head out. Finally. Alright, so let me just quickly check the places that we have to go. So these are the places that we have to go and complete the 3 orders. Alright, so first I'm gonna be recovering those cargo, and then I'll be doing the rest of the mission.
Now leaving chiral network coverage. Now entering chiral network coverage.
It's pretty difficult riding a off-roader in such a region where it is full of rocks. To be honest, it's actually impossible, but I'm doing it because simply I just don't want to go and travel by foot. That will take me ages, and I want to get a lot of things done in this single video. This is the place where I actually fought the giant hand-like BT in the previous video of Death Stranding 2. That was a serious boss fight. I almost ran out of weapons. If you have watched, then I finished that boss fight with just a boomerang. Anyway, so getting down from here is gonna be very risky. I may end up damaging everything, every single cargo that I have. I don't know, I have to be pretty careful.
You're mine.
So it looks like the lost cargo is over there, but you know, driving down from this cliff is gonna be a nightmare. So might as well, I'm just gonna be using a climbing anchor to climb down. So I'll just load up some of the weapons onto the truck. I mean the off-roader, because I will have to carry a lot of cargo with me on my backpack. So might as well just make some room for it. Alright guys, so let's head down. I really like to use the climbing anchor. It's a different kind of an experience, climbing down from such a hilly region. This is one of the best features of this game that I really enjoy.
Back up.
Sam, that is a veritable herd of chiral creatures. Far more than we're equipped to handle. We should hurry and get away while we still can.
I guess I'll just have to quickly pick up those lost cargo and make a run for it. Because these creatures, I don't know, I don't have any weapons that can take them out. Nothing works against these. These and the bat-like creatures. Also, these boxes are pretty big. Thank goodness that I just left some of the weapons. And speaking of which, I don't even have that many weapons to take out any kind of enemies right now. So just quickly take the cargo and make a run for it.
Back up.
Alright, so I think we have to have one more piece left. I think there were 3 pieces or 4. Let me just quickly check. Let's see the order, and Yeah, the view cargo for delivery. Okay, so one more piece. There are 4 pieces. So I'll just have to look for another one. Okay, so I spotted it. It's over there. The last piece. And after that, I'm just gonna be making a run for it.
Well done, Sam. That's the last of the cargo. Let's head to our destination and make the delivery.
I'll just have to watch out for those chiral creatures and obviously not falling down and damaging the cargo. These are the 2 things I'll just have to watch out for. That's it. Alright, so let's run. Otherwise, they're gonna attack me. We're almost close to the off-roader, just a little bit further.
Back up. Back up.
Alright, so let's head back and deliver this lost cargo. Alright, so we're at the destination. Let's just deliver this cargo.
Usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
Thanks for coming in this dismal weather. I'll review the status of orders right away. cargo you brought me. It's gonna be a big help. Now, this is something I didn't think I'd ever get back. Guess I was too quick to give up hope. Thank you. You've been a pillar of support. You can use more of my materials now. I hope you make wonderful things with them.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
I have something I'd like to give you. I hope it's to your liking.
You know, this is gonna be pretty handy against those bat and those spider-like idol creatures.
Don't freak out, but it's exactly what it looks like. This hat is a living organism. I raised it here, in fact. It regularly emits cries that humans can't hear. But when other chiral creatures hear the sound, they grow much more calm and relaxed. I've actually been studying the unique noises chiral creatures make as part of a joint project with the musician. And at some point, this little guy started copying what he heard in my lab. I don't understand it myself yet, but the takeaway is that if you wear this hat, you should find it easier to pass through areas with chiral creatures. Put it on and test it out. And come back soon.
Order completed. Well done.
Alright, so let's equip that new hat that we got. It looks weird, but you know, it helps against those bats and the other chiral creatures, then obviously I'll be using it. Let's take on the other two orders, the main and the sub order. But before that, let's make a quick save. I'm just checking to see that all the cargoes are okay or not, especially this MU. So everything looks fine.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
So we have a delivery for this guy. So since we're here, let's just deliver it, and maybe we'll get a few more likes.
Hello, good to see you again. I'm bringing up the order information now. I certainly wasn't expecting this. What a pleasant surprise you've brought.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Be sure to lend us a hand again, okay?
Order completed. Well done.
You know, since we're here, let's just see what orders he has for us. So this one is for the animal shelter, so I'm going there anyway, so I'll take that. And this place is close to the animal shelter, so I'll take this order too, and I'll deliver it to the Rainbow Valley.
Order accepted. Thank you.
I'm counting on you.
Driving on roads in Death Stranding is just of another pleasing experience. Just come to think of it, each and every game has smooth roads that we don't appreciate. But in Death Stranding, you understand the value of having good quality roads to drive on. I can see that we have a aid request over here, so let's just quickly see what it is. It's very close. So we have to construct a timefall shelter. Do I have a PCC level 1 with me? I'll just quickly check. Yeah, I have one. Okay, so let's put it in the backpack and I'll just construct a timefall shelter.
Hell yeah.
There you go, aid request completed.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
Gotcha.
You know, come to think of it, that is the island where the inventor actually lives. I never visited him. I wonder if I can drive onto this water. The yellow dots obviously representing the place that is the water is not that deep. So I'll just scan and try to drive. Let's see if we can make it to the other side. Alright, so looks like we made it to the other side. I should have tried this earlier, but anyway, so let's see how the inventor looks, and I hope we can connect him to the chiral network.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected.
Wow, we have so many things to deliver to this guy.
What business brings you to my doorstep? Wait, are you carrying some cargo that got washed away after the quake? I'll need a moment to process and confirm. Well, where on earth did you find this? I'd given up on ever seeing it. You, sir, you're bringing people into the chiral network, yes? I'd be interested in that. Get me online.
Now displaying your current order grade.
I think this could prove useful to you. Try it and see if you agree.
That's nice to
I
have.
call this an otter hood. It's an original invention of my very own. Put it on, and you'll find you can float in the water as happily as an otter. You'll never be at risk of drowning ever again. It's guaranteed to make you feel like a born swimmer. Which, given the recent flooding, is great for people like me who can't swim at all. But I'll bet you could find some use for it too, in your line of work. That's so. Someone else already went and made the same thing. Well, I just think otters are wonderful. You like them too, don't you? Despite being mammals, these adorable mustelids live the better part of their lives in water. Floating on the surface, flat on their backs. Grace personified. In becoming an otter, we can become one with the water. That's why I decided to create this hood. So, if someone else out there had the same idea, I bet we'd get along swimmingly. Anyway, if you don't have their hood, maybe you could still use mine. Though, saying that, I better come up with something new. Thanks, and come back again soon. I'll try to whip up something extra special to give you next time.
Order completed. Well done.
Okay, so I'll quickly equip that. Oh, so it's a hood. It's a separate item from the hat that we are wearing currently. Okay. I didn't know we can change the hood that we use. That's something new. Alright, so since we're here, let's take on some of the orders. Drowser? No, not definitely not. You know what? I'll just skip all of it. I'll do these orders later because I won't be going to so many places in a single video. I have a lot of main missions to do, obviously. So there's the animal shelter, and I guess I'll have to again use my scanner to get across. I had a few lost cargoes with me, so I decided to come and deliver them as for the rainy shelter. And obviously I have other cargoes to deliver to the Rainbow Valley. I'll be doing that next.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Order completed. Well done.
Gotcha.
Wowzer!
And here we are, the Rainbow Valley.
Thank you for coming to us so late at night. I'll review the orders right now. Wow, just... wow. It doesn't get any better.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
I appreciate your willingness to come at night. Still pretty dark outside, so take care not to fall into the river. Safe travels.
Order completed. Well done.
I am not going to be doing any orders from this guy in this video. I'll be doing the rest in the next video or even later. So we are finally arrived at the animal shelter. Let's just deliver the emu and the other cargo that we have.
Hello again. I heard about what happened. I'll assess the condition of the bird right away. This emu's a happy little guy, eh? Thanks for taking such good care of it. This cargo is in impeccable condition. What a delight. Caught as an animal? That's great. We'll take good care of our new friend.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
appreciate you helping with our conservation activities. The animals have never been happier. Till next time.
Order completed. Well done.
Since we're here, let's see what orders they have for us. Okay, so plenty of orders. Then this one is a recovery. You know what? I'll be doing this later because so many orders takes a huge amount of time to complete, traveling from one place to another, and the fastest way to travel is actually the DHB Magellan, which actually ruins the rating, so it's basically worthless. And the other option is to construct the roads. So after I construct all the roads, I'm gonna be taking on these orders, not before that. Alright, so all that is left is deliver the main order, and I'm gonna be doing that now. I think there are BTs nearby. Have to be very cautious. Oh, so these are the floating BTs. They are not that dangerous. I mean, they barely do any damage. That's something new. The cannon on my off-roader is actually doing the work for me. I should have used the off-roader last time when I faced these floating BTs. That would have just saved me a lot of time. I guess we learn something new every day. Alright, so that takes care of all the floating BTs around in this area. I guess we're safe now. So let's head on to the destination. Where is it? I'm just quickly making sure that the cargo for delivery is not damaged at all. No, it's perfectly okay. You know, I think I'll be scanning this water just to see which area is not that deep, and just like the trick that I used to cross that water in front of the inventor, I'm gonna be doing this, and if this works then it will save me a lot of time, because driving around, that will, you know, that's a huge headache. This will be actually the shortcut way to the destination. So my trick worked and we made it across the water. This place is located on the top of mountains, so it's gonna be pretty difficult to drive, but I'll try my best. Uh-oh, beat is nearby. You know what? I'm not gonna be going this way. Let's just use maybe the other way around. Maybe it will take me more time, but I don't want to face another BT boss battle or something. Hang on, it seems like I might have damaged some of my cargo. So let me just quickly check. I hope the main cargo for the story mission is not damaged. No, it's perfectly okay. So it might have been some other cargo. So they're lost cargo, so I don't care that much. So alright, so let's find a way to climb up this hill and complete our delivery mission. This is going to be tough. Oops, again a BT nearby. I should take the other route because don't want any BT chasing me. Okay, so it looks like the battery of this off-roader is completely dead now. You know, I might as well have to carry all of this cargo on my backpack. I hope that I can carry them in one piece. Just look at the height. I think I'm gonna auto arrange the cargo, so that looks a little bit better. You know what? I think I'll be using a ladder to climb up this hilly region, because I hope the ladder position. Okay, I'll just place the ladder here. I don't want to just walk for miles. This is an easy way out. The ladder is a little bit short though.
Fall now.
So we have to go all the way there. I could just use a climbing anchor to get down, but I'll just try to balance myself so that I don't fall and slowly make my way down. You know, for the first time, I think this entire journey to this particular facility, I am not going to edit out any portion of this because it has been really difficult for me to reach here. So I will just put the entire journey unedited onto the final video. I hope you guys won't get bored.
So far, so good.
Right.
Good day, Sam. Drawbridge credentials verified.
So we finally made it.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests. Decontamination in progress. No anomalies detected. Welcome, Sam.
Sam, hey there, buddy. Was hoping I'd get to see you. It's me. Don't act like you've forgotten. Well, you didn't think it was Igor, did you? Anyway, guess I better process that cargo of yours. even know how many times you've come to my rescue, Sam. All right, it's time for you to do you-know-what.
This might just come in handy, you know?
Now displaying your current order grade.
You're a real lifesaver, you know? I'm guessing you saw the tar lake out west of here, yeah? That's where the settlement known as Lakeside Fort Knott used to be. Whole place got wiped clean off the map by a void out. And since that day, the tar's been eating away at this facility. Some weirdness with the currents, or at least that's what folks are saying. But the stuff you just brought me, I might just be able to keep the tar corrosion at bay. Finally. I shared some data with you as well. Feast your eyes on these grenade launcher and cargo catapult schematics, both new and improved designs. You'll find they're a damn sight better than the stuff you used to use back in the UCA. Recently, folks living here have been talking about this group of guys in red they saw creeping around. Got something to do with Higgs, more likely than not. One more thing that's had us worried these days. But now that you're here, I think we can all finally take a breath. Before I forget, got a new suit design to give you as a gift. One favored by a prepper back in the UCA, as you may recall. Try it on for size, why don't you? It happened sometime after I arrived with one of the early expeditions. The giant BT showed up, made contact with residents, and boom, void out. Same old story. Massive void outs happen in the UCA too, remember? Or maybe you don't. Chiral network coverage was somehow unaffected, but unfortunately, thousands of people were caught in the explosion. And you know, every time this happens, I can't help but think about Igor. Well, the grenade launcher has been configured to fire MP shells. Human, mech, BT, doesn't matter. You can use it against all types of enemies. Now, the cargo catapult still does exactly what you'd expect. Lets you fling containers to the tops of mountains and whatnot. However, you can now also use catapults to launch certain throwable weapons as projectiles. After launching a payload, you can use the catapult pod's integrated camera to tweak trajectory and aim for a specific point of impact. It's a way of attacking targets in hostile areas from a good, safe distance. Pretty cool, right? This stuff will come in handy, I'm sure of it. Something like that. I suspect it was a squad of ghost mechs myself. I heard about you shutting down that weapons factory, but arms and ammo are still finding their ways into the hands of bad guys, aren't they? So Higgs is still stirring up trouble behind the scenes, I presume. We're attempting to develop methods to help folks put a stop to his activities. And the weapon data we shared with you is one of the products of our efforts. I tell you, a world where we don't need these damn things can't come soon enough. But on the bright side, we at least have some researchers who are based at Lakeside Fort Knott helping us out here. And if you're up for it, maybe you can help us with our work too. This is just how it went down back in the UCA. We think we were done for. Then the man who delivers shows up. Truth is, you're the reason I volunteered for the advanced expedition. The reason I was able to keep going. I figured if I did, I might get a chance to see you again. That BB pod you're carrying is different than I remember. Doesn't have my brother's keepsake attached anymore either. But hey, life's not just about things. Promise me you'll never forget Igor, Sam. He's gone, but he still feels so close, you know? Sorry. We should probably talk about work. An order with your name on it just came in. A request from a guy not far from here who spends his days fishing in the tar. Come to think of it, I believe he's one of the precious few survivors of the Lakeside Fort Knot Void Out. It's filed under sub-orders on the delivery terminal here. Take a gander, see what you think. Right, I'll leave you to it. Keep on keeping on.
Fine work as always, Sam. Now come back to this ship and get some rest. Also, we've identified what may be a ghost mech outpost. I'd like you on standby. Your next order might be a dangerous one.
Order completed. Well done.
I have a lot of cargo left on that off-roader, so I'll just quickly go back, and since we're connected to the chiral network, I'll just set up a generator and recharge the battery of my off-roader and bring it here. So we finally got our off-roader back, so let's head back to the ship and continue with the story.
Sam.
Yeah. Nice. Alright, so without any further delay, let's get to the surface.
Sam.
Yup.
One last question for you. This one's hard. Do you think you can solve it?
Okay. You know, this is a little bit tricky, but I think the first location should be B, so I'll go with B. Oh, so we have to choose each point. Now I understand. Okay, so let's choose. Then obviously the shortest is A, so I'll select A. And from here obviously is C, and then D. All right, we got it.
Yay! Congratulations!
Super cool.
Woo!
You're wearing my scarf. You're wearing my scarf.
You saw his face too, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
It was him, Neil Vanna, I'm certain of it. That clearly wasn't a memory of yours. Was it some thought of Lou's, lingering in the pod? Hold on. Lou was assigned BB-28 serial number 4 years ago. But Vanna died in a void out 11 years ago. It doesn't add up.
Meaning what? That it was his memory we just saw?
He and Lou must be connected. But how?
Alright, so let's take on the main mission.
Sam, the data you secured for us at the weapons factory earlier has proven invaluable. With it, we were able to continue our investigation and succeed in locating fabricators with similar specifications. I'll brief you in depth as you review the map. Accept this main order from the delivery terminal in order to proceed. Okay, Sam. The facility we've identified is here. An abandoned factory south of the F5 East Distribution Center. There are operational fabricators inside. More than you had to deal with for the previous order, in fact. And to make matters worse, it seems these ones are configured to produce ghost mechs. Higgs is likely pulling the strings at this factory too. So with that in mind, your main objective is as follows. Eliminate both the ghost mech fabricators and any hostiles you encounter on site. In addition, each fabricator contains vital data that we need you to retrieve and deliver to the Magellan. By analyzing it, we hope to gain insight into Higgs's activities and future plans. Tarman will give you the device you'll need to extract the data before you head out. For now, consider the route you wish to take.
You know, I think for the first time I am going to be selecting a route creation. I guess I'll just put it here. I hope this route works for me.
Sam, you'll need to take this ring terminal expansion device with you again. Make sure it's in your possession whenever you attempt to access a ghost mech fabricator on site. If you have it with you, it'll automatically extract data from the fabricator terminal while simultaneously destroying it. Once you've disabled all fabricators, return to the Magellan with the device and submit it for processing. We'll handle the analysis on our end like last time. Remember that it contains special components that can't be reproduced by printers. Take every precaution to ensure you don't break it.
Let's see. I guess I'll be taking a few weapons. These are already crafted. So obviously the grenade launcher is new. I'll take that. I don't think I'll be needing anything else. So for the time being, a grenade launcher is enough because I have plenty of the other weapons available. I'll just select them and put them onto my backpack. I'll just quickly arrange the cargo. Hang on, before I head out, let me check if I have a ladder. I have a climbing anchor, so I guess I must, I should take a ladder with me. So let's just quickly check the private locker. So there's a climbing anchor and a ladder. Okay, I'll take the ladder with me. Okay, so let's head out. I would always like to make a quick save before I proceed to any, serious missions, because if things go wrong, I can always load from this point of time. What is this? Wait a minute. Are we about to face a boss battle?
Sam, I've got a bad feeling about this. Like something seriously big is waiting for us. Stay on your guard and proceed with caution. Don't forget the ring terminal expansion device, Sam. Oh, I see now. They build ghost mechs in this facility. Sam, the ghost mech fabricators appear to have been activated. This could get very bad very quickly. We need to destroy them as soon as possible.
Okay, so there are ghost mechs all over the place. Probably, I don't know. Okay, so that guy saw me. He's coming this way. I really have to be very careful. There's that huge robot type creature that is lurking around, and on top of that, to make things worse, there are like, I don't know, 10-20 of these ghost mechs in this area. Obviously it's because it's a factory that produces them. Hang on, I think. Okay, so there's another one. I am actually looking for that giant ghost mech. Where is it? You know, let's just take this guy out. Can I take him out without firing a gun? I guess I'll have to try it. It's facing that way, so let's hurry up. Okay, so just a little bit of electric shock and he's down. Obviously these are robots. I'm just trying to be very careful not to alert any of these ghost mechs around here, because if anybody gets alerted, then I'm not worried about the number of mechs that are there. I'm just worried about that big guy. If he comes, and that will be a mini boss fight, and the last thing I want to is to face a boss fight in which I have to take out multiple enemies. Alright, so he's coming. Can I take him down with a punch? I hope this doesn't alert the other robots around here. I guess we're still safe. Nobody heard that. There are a number of ghost mechs on the ground floor. I wonder if I can throw a grenade and take out all of them at once. But to be honest, there isn't an opening that I can take advantage of. I'm just trying to figure out a perfect game plan so that I can do multiple damage to the enemies without taking so much of a hit, because remember the objective was to take less than 100% damage, and obviously to keep our device safe, or at least minimum of 5% damage. I'm trying to get an S rating, so that I'm worried about that. Otherwise I could have just went in guns blazing. Alright, so these machines are actually producing the mechs. Let's take this one out before it's produced. Alright, one less mech to worry about, and let's take out this one. Ah, come on. Uh-oh, I think we might have alerted everybody. Alright, so let's use this grenade launcher. Change your plans, guys. Change your plans. Everybody's alerted now. I guess I'll use this grenade launcher to take out multiple... Oh no, there is that big guy. There he is. Just look at his sheer amount of health. Oh my god, better. This is bad. Ah, come on. So many mechs at once. Alright, one more shot. This is why, you know, the grenade launcher is actually better than the shotgun. This is actually the king of guns. Alright, so let's see. I should have, yeah, there it is, another grenade launcher. This is a level 1, but it should be enough to take down a large group of mechs. After all, they are pretty weak to gunfire, so an explosion is actually one of their weakness as far as I know. Alright, just like that we cleared out a huge amount of mechs. And now it's time for that big guy. Where is he? Oh, so there is another one. Let's quickly switch to the machine gun because it has a large amount of ammo, plus it does pretty good damage. Not as good as the shotgun though, but pretty good. Uh-oh. Just how many of these mechs are there? They just keep on coming. That should clear. No, there is one more guy left, and then that giant mech. Now it's time to face the big guy. Come on. It's a good idea to keep your distance from this one particularly because it has plenty of health and plenty of ammo. Plus it deals a lot of damage and to be honest, it's pretty scary. I think it's down. Wait a minute. What are these? So is it over? No, I don't think so. There's one more mech left. Let's take it out. I think there's still somebody over here. Oh, there he is. How many of these are here? Do I have to kill each and every single one of them, or?
Is that the last of them? Right. All ghost mechs have been eliminated. Now, to deal with the fabricators. Use your ring terminal expansion device to hack into the fabricator terminals.
Thank goodness I didn't bring that ring terminal device with me. Otherwise it would have been damaged, and the objective was to keep it safe so that not more than 5% damage. Otherwise I will not get an S rating. I don't know how much damage Sam took because the objective was to take less than 100% damage. So let's keep our fingers crossed. And I'm just quickly offloading some unnecessary weapons that are already used up. No point in carrying unnecessary cargo. It will just make our life easier. Okay, so let's head back to the off-roader and bring out the device. And then we can hack into those terminals and complete our mission.
Fabricator to worry about, and we've secured its data too. There should be 3 fabricators remaining. Keep the ring terminal expansion device safe and proceed to the next one. Only 2 more fabricators left to disable. Let's move.
They are on the upper floor, so I'll have to take the stairs.
One more fabricator to go.
Oh, come on. I didn't mean to jump, but somehow, some way accidents do happen.
Fabricators have been destroyed. All that remains is to take the ring terminal expansion device with the extracted data back to the DHV Magellan for processing.
Alright, so let's head back to the DHP Magellan and finish our mission. Let's see what they have in store for us. I do not know, but it seems to me like the snow in this game is also having the same effects as Timefall, because my off-roader seems to have corroded a lot. I guess I'll have to craft a new one. They never clearly mentioned that the snow also has the same effect as rain, but I got hints here and there because previously I also saw that my vehicle just got a little bit of corrosion on top of it. Yeah, I also need that. A long break. Alright, so let's board the DHP Magellan and finish our mission. Wow, I only took 58% damage. So that means I will get an S rating. Thank God.
It's good to have you back, Sam. Now let's take a look at the cargo you've brought us. This cargo is in perfect condition. Great job. Tarman should have no trouble analyzing this.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Our analysis of the data you extracted for us has yielded detailed records of deliveries to the factory. It seems both the materials used to manufacture those ghost mechs and the routes used to transport said materials were the same as those utilized by APAC. This indicates that APAC was likely involved in the production of these mechs.
Wait, could this possibly mean that Higgs and APAC are working together? We should watch what we say around the President.
We'll need to proceed carefully with our investigation. If APAC and the President did indeed have a hand in these activities, the security of our operations is entirely compromised. One more thing, Sam. Some of the data we received concerned ghost mechs outfitted with rocket launchers. I realize you didn't encounter this type within the factory, but it's possible Higgs may have already deployed them elsewhere. We need to prepare countermeasures for the DHV Magellan with all due haste. There's a specialist who can help us in South Fort Knott, just beyond this mountain. Putting F6 on the grid is one of our objectives anyway. For now, we'll make preparations in an effort to secure his cooperation. You should head to your private room and try to get some rest before your next order is ready. And Sam, good work.
Alright, so let's head out. No point in wasting time. But before that, I would like to talk with Dolman.
No need to rush while getting ready. In your own time, Sam. Sam, been a while since you had a proper shower, wouldn't you say?
Let's eat an apple. So this time he got it. Alright. Okay, so let's head out to the surface.
glad you could make it. Now, your next main order is ready and waiting. But I should mention there are some special considerations. For one, the cargo container will start leaking toxic gas if it's damaged. This run is going to involve a hard trek up some snowy mountains, too. So make sure you're well and truly prepared before heading out. Now, the adventurer you're delivering to travels the continent to try and solve the mysteries of the Death Stranding. You gotta respect a man putting in that much work. The cargo you'll be taking him is related to his latest investigations, or so I hear. I'd appreciate it if you helped out, not just with this order, but any future ones as well. Don't let us down, Sam.
Alright, so let's see what orders we have. Okay, so there's a main order and the sub order. I will do the sub order later. I'll just gonna be doing the main order first. Yeah, that's it. The main order, then the sub order I can do in any other video, maybe probably the next video.
This cargo has been designated hazardous. The container encasing the cargo may release noxious gases if damaged significantly.
Let me just quickly fabricate a few weapons because obviously I had to leave. I mean, I had exhausted all the bullets of my previous weapon. Grenade launcher is okay. I think I'll need a machine gun. Yeah, and this one obviously can't go wrong with a silent assault rifle. Oh, come on. Again, I'll have to select it. Okay, so let's fabricate these. And PCC level 1 maybe. No, I think for now these are okay. Let's equip them and be on our way. But before we head out, I would like to quickly check the APAS enhancements as well.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Do you have a moment, Sam? I was wondering if you'd noticed Hartman doing anything strange lately. Sending odd mails, sleepwalking. You know I'm not the kind of person who enjoys spying on her colleagues. But when I finally decided to check the surveillance cameras, there he was, wandering around at night. If you see anything out of the ordinary, don't hesitate to contact me.
I guess we'll have to take care of Hartman in another mission, but for now I think let's focus on our main mission.
Let's go!
So if you are enjoying this video, then please make sure to drop a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on X. I regularly post gameplay videos of the latest AAA games, and I'll obviously be doing giveaway of the games that I am playing. So I have already given away a free copy of Death Stranding 2, and I'm currently giving away a free copy of Mafia the Old Country because I am doing a walkthrough of Mafia the Old Country along with this game. Like alternate days, one day I post Death Stranding, the other I post Mafia the Old Country. And if you guys have any suggestions regarding like what type of game I should play on my channel, and you know, any other suggestions maybe, then let me know down in the comments. Let's just speed things up because it's snow, and we all know that driving in snow in this game is particularly smooth and less risky of damaging the cargo. I don't think we'll be able to get up because this hill is very steep.
Wow, everything's pure white.
No, we got up. Okay. Should we go down? I think so. Am I stuck or is the vehicle moving? I think we're stuck. I think we were stuck actually.
Wow, sir!
It's very difficult, you know, even in the snowy area. The surfaces are actually okay, but this weather is too dangerous. I don't know, if I can't see where I'm going, then I may fall off the cliff. Let's just plan our way so that we can get to the destination safely. It is taking a lot of effort just to reach that place. I know, I would suggest that the hardest boss in this game is actually the weather and the surfaces and the regions, because they actually destroy your cargo. They make it risky to drive around in high speed. On top of that, when your battery goes out and if you're outside the chiral network, then you can't even recharge because you can't even construct a generator, right? You have to construct a generator within the chiral network. So all of these limitations, these are actually the greatest bosses or the greatest enemy in this game, not the actual bosses or the enemies.
These are whiteout conditions. Take care that you don't lose your way. We're in a whiteout.
Just look at this. If I wouldn't have stopped, I would have fallen off the cliff. I'm just gonna quickly check the cargo so that I can confirm that it is in a good condition. Is this it? No, I don't think so. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. That's a relief. We have to go all the way from this side to the other. I'm taking this turn because this hilly region is impossible to drive. If I would have taken the cargo by foot, then I would have been able to go there directly, but to be honest, that would have also taken time because by foot and by off-roader, that's a huge difference in speed. So we're pretty close, not far from here, and since it's not snowing anymore, I can finally clearly see where I am going. It will be a lot faster. Okay, so there are BTs, but no need to be worried because they are only floating BTs. They will not do any damage to us. Besides, our machine gun will do most of the work for us in killing and taking out these BTs, so we don't have to worry about them anyways. So it looks like we're stuck and we're so close to the destination, but it seems like my off-roader is not gonna be able to climb up. I'll try my best, but if it's impossible, then I'll just go there by foot, because no point in forcing the off-roader to jump up even though it's trying its best. I mean, the last thing I want is with the off-roader jumping and that actually damages my cargo. So I think it's better I just get out and take the cargo with me by foot. It's not that far. Okay. That's a pretty big cargo. Whoops. I hope the meteorite is okay. Let me just quickly check. Yeah, it's perfectly okay. I'll just use a ladder to climb up, because even for me by foot it is still impossible to climb up. It's very steep area.
This cargo has, but I can assess its condition in his absence. This is in perfect condition. The old man will be singing your praises.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Thanks again for the delivery. You came to connect us to the chiral network too, am I right? Sorry, but I'm not allowed to make that decision by myself. And right now, there's no telling when my father's going to get back. He was coming home from a long trip up north and got as far as the snowy mountains nearby, but then we lost contact. I was actually hoping someone could search for him and posted a main order. I'm certain he's still alive, and since no one else has taken on the order as of yet, I hope you'll at least consider it.
Sounds like we've got an emergency on our hands. You can accept the order by accident.
Okay, so I will take the order since it's an emergency and it looks pretty interesting and adventurous. So, and it's not that far, so I'll just go and rescue the adventurer.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Okay, so let's head out, and you know what? I am not gonna be going there by using the off-roader. I'll just go there by foot. The only reason is because my off-roader is still stuck and there's no way I can get it out. The snow actually slows you down, so even if I would like to sprint, it's still not that fast. So it's a good thing I actually used the off-roader to get to this place, because otherwise it would have taken ages. It's not that far, but since we're walking through the snow, it's actually taking more time, and since we're actually used to driving an off-roader all the time, such a distance now seems pretty long. There are some lost cargo here and there, but I don't think I'm gonna be picking that up. It's getting night time. I better turn on the lights.
So the adventurer was in this area when he last made contact with his son. See any sign of him, Sam?
I guess I'll just have to scan. He has to be within the circle.
Almost there.
You know, the night time makes it even more difficult. Let's see where he is. I can't seem to find the adventurer. I guess I'll have to scan one more time, or a couple of times if needed. Oh, there he is. Is he dead or something?
What do we have here, Sam? What a relief. He's still breathing. You can put him in a protective bag and carry him home. You know, he looks familiar somehow. Didn't we save this man once before? Right then. Let's hurry and take him to his shelter.
So now we have to lose all of our guns just to carry him. Just like before. I really hate this adventurer guy every damn time. You know, the last time when I rescued him, after I took him to the destination, he gave me a thumbs up. So that means he wasn't actually knocked out. You know what I think? I think he likes to go on various adventures, and when he gets tired, just by thinking that he will have to travel all the way back, he pretends he's dead or something and waits for somebody else like Sam to come and rescue him. And I think this time also he's pretending. We'll soon find out once you deliver him, and I guarantee you he's gonna give another thumbs up.
Pins detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility.
Finally! At last we'll be able to get rid of this guy. He makes my life miserable. See there? That is what I'm talking about. If you're awake, then just walk, man.
Oh, I knew I was right to trust you. Thank you for finding him. I need to assess his condition right away. Please wait. He's doing better than I expected, actually. Should be back to normal with a good night's sleep. You've been a true friend to my father. My father said it's okay, so you can go ahead and connect us to the chiral network.
Now displaying your current order grade.
Connection confirmed. Seems to be working fine. Thanks for that. I'll have my father take a look at the cargo you brought me a little while back. But knowing him, he might vanish the moment I turn around. People have given him a nickname. The Adventurer. He takes it a bit too far sometimes, but it's not like he would stop if I asked him to. Anyway, as my way of saying thanks for tracking him down, I've shared a schematic for climbing power gloves with you. They can help you climb steep slopes and grab cargo more easily. But don't take my word for it. Try them on for size and you'll see. Yeah, he disappears without warning and comes back with just as little fanfare. And there are times like this where he doesn't come back at all. That's why I have to impose on people like you to go and rescue him. One day you'll understand, he tells me, like that's supposed to make it okay somehow. They strengthen and enhance all movements you perform with your arms when worn. They make climbing steep hills less taxing. Even the simple act of picking up cargo is faster and smoother. You can also use them to draw cargo towards you from a short distance away, so you can grab it. They help you punch harder as well and keep your balance more easily. My father told me that he came up with the whole concept with the help of some people he met on one of his journeys. Said it was based on some stranded cargo or something, I think. I'm afraid I don't know much more than that, but I do know my father absolutely swears by them. Thank you again for bringing him home. Good luck and safe travels.
Much appreciated, Sam. You should get plenty of rest. Frostbite can be serious. We have to make sure you're not showing signs. Another thing, we need to talk about Hartman's situation. Come and see me when you get back to the DHV Magellan.
Order complete. Well done.
Alright, so let's head back to the DHV Magellan. But before that, I would like to go down and take some of the lost cargo that I have stored inside this off-roader, because my off-roader is damaged and maybe my cargoes are also gonna be damaged. I'll just hand over this cargo to some other porters.
My soles are burnt thin.
I think it was Hartman.
Sorry.
Hey, Sam. Long time no see. It's me, your old pal, Deadman.
Deadman.
Sorry if I gave you a scare. While Hartman is off conducting his near-death excursions, I am borrowing his body. My soul is normally confined to the beach, but for 3 minutes, I get to be here.
How's that possible?
Because he has my heart.
You're telling me that's...
My parting gift to Hartman, yes. Per his request, I bequeathed it before departing on my one-way trip to the beach. He put so much stress on his own that it had grown quite weak. If and when it failed, mine was meant to serve as insurance. But as you can see, he appears to have become rather attached to my heart. His finger never far from the proverbial on switch, which is why I've been able to assume control of his body. Come here. It's good to see you, Sam. I told you in Mexico that someone had falsified BB-28's records. But in truth, it was yours truly. My intention was to leave no trace of a second BB-28 or of Lou. I wanted you to be free to live your lives, unburdened by the past. But then, well, everything changed, didn't it? You lost Lou, and needed answers to make sense of it all.
30 seconds remaining.
So, I decided to access the network servers from within the beach. Security isn't as strict over there as it is here, you see.
So that was you?
That's right. I am the one who dug up the information about Lou's past. Your very own Hartman was me all along.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
Sam. What's going on? And where are we? Sam. Poor Hartman here is understandably confused. If you give us a moment alone, I'll explain things to him.
Oh, okay.
Well, I've apprised Hartman of the situation. It's not unlike my own experience. The soul finds itself in a puppet and then acts as a puppeteer. One's ka can reside in any vessel to which one has a strong attachment. Human ha or inanimate object. It makes no difference.
Sam, it's Charlie. We've received an emergency distress call from the Eastern Environmental Observatory. I urge you to access the Adventurer's delivery terminal and pick up this main order immediately.
Alright guys, so that's it for today. Thank you for watching. And if you have enjoyed this video, then please make sure to drop a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on X. This is BucknGames. Take care. Bye.